All right, what's going on? Trey Albert here, founder, Don, CEO, all that stuff. VendettaSportsMedia.com. This is That's Some Cheese, episode 160. I'm doing this by myself. We are going to finally be doing the full reveal of Vendetta Fantasy Contests. Yes, it's out. Yes, it's working. Also, yes, it's taken us longer than I hoped for, but we are currently in beta testing. We're looking for people to test it out. I'm basically going to show you how it works and what you should expect moving forward. So all the stuff paperwork wise has already been finalized in terms of the patent, but anybody that has feedback, feel free to weigh in, and we're slowly going to be building on top of this over time. And you should also know that more projects, now that this has been somewhat completed, are going to also be taking shape. So we are not done setting fires here at Vendetta. We will continue to set fires. I understand the mainstream media is very, very concerned about Trey, but I understand they don't really have a defense other than going mute mode. So we're going to keep lighting fires around here. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen and we'll get right to it. So we're going to have Jerry Walker do the Q&A once I am done. So this is what the homepage looks like. You'll need to log in first. The reason why you need a login is the same reason why you need a login for your DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever you use to bet account, because it basically needs to track what you're doing. So that's the reason why you need an account. Your profile page is here once you create an account, and it gives you your payment information, your account settings. Basically, you can change your username. So the easy stuff. So once you log in, this will take you to the home screen. The reason why we created Vendetta Fantasy Contests is because, I guess the story of it goes, I was watching a game one night and I felt kind of confident that I wanted to bet on it, but I didn't really want to put up the money to bet it. So if I would have bet it, what would have happened? And there's no really responsible gambling machine to track all of this stuff. Same way that many, many years after Prohibition, we didn't get the first non-alcoholic beer for a long, long time. This is basically the non-alcoholic beer of the gambling industry mixed in with fantasy gameplay. So that's the reason why we came out with this. It's only a matter of time before sportsbooks realize that they can either continue to be sued or they can do a deal with Vendetta Fantasy Contests, and legally that should protect them from anyone that ever sues them over responsible gambling again or fake, false gambling practices again. So yeah, this should solve a lot of problems within the industry, and nothing like this exists. So again, we're going to be expanding on top of this. This is version 1.0. Whatever I show you here today will be expanded upon. So we're doing some testing with some of the Vendetta guys in the baseball chat. Right now, you have the option to do head-to-head picks, spread picks, over-under picks, and here are your running picks. So once you place a bet, it'll basically look like this. And the whole goal behind it is you're doing a fantasy league of gambling. So again, right now we are still in the beta testing. I'm testing out a couple of other things, but this is what it will look like. It'll show you your total bankroll. These are the people that you're going against. And the goal behind this is, hey, I'm in it's the same thing as a fantasy football league, fantasy baseball, fantasy hockey, fantasy basketball. This is just fantasy gambling. So you're competing with your friends. It's a matter of, hey, instead of a running back scoring touchdowns and I get points for it, I put in a bet on the Twins to beat the Red Sox on the 29th and they won. So I won my bet and I got points for it. So that's basically how it works. I set up the preseason thing. The Hall of Fame game happened, so I won my bet here, but that's essentially how it works. So all you do if you want to start a contest, you want to start a new league, you pick your sport. And again, right now we're doing NFL preseason because that's in season. But again, we have football, we have the Australian stuff, the AFL, which is crazy. We have Major League Baseball, we have NBA basketball. We have WNBA, college basketball. We have college football, NFL, even the CFL. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here already. Again, we're going to be expanding on top of this, but we have rugby. We have all of the crazy ass soccer leagues, and Jerry Walker and Jackson Fido will be doing a lot of the heavy lifting for this stuff. But anyway, you go and create a contest. Let's say we'll just do this one for now, just as an example. We'll just do this. So you want to create your contest as Matthew Berry sucks. You can choose hey, anybody can join, or private. That means, hey, I just want my friends in there. So you have the option to do either. The buyback option looks like this. So, hey, if let's say you run out of the 10,000 coins, I lost a lot of bets because let's just change this, right? Let's say this is the NFL regular season that we're doing. That's over the course of 18 weeks. I might end up losing by 10,000 coins. If your league wants the option to buy back coins, that's what this would be for. You do not have to enable that option. It's just an option for the commissioner if they want their league mates to be able to do it. So then once you create a contest, again, it will take you to the game day tab, which I kind of showed you here already. You have your three options, which would be spread, over, under, money line, or sorry. Yeah, spread, over, under, money line would be your three options on what you want to bet on. And again, right now there's no NFL games. Here we go. Yeah, so all the games show up pretty early here. As you can see, today is August 2nd that I'm recording this. And you have the option to bet on the Thursday games upcoming already. So let's just put a bet in. I'm not sure what we want to do here. Just kind of show you what it looks like to actually place a bet. And again, it has all your options here. We'll take the Ravens because they love winning in preseason. Why not, right? So here's how it works. You basically put your bet in. Let's put $100 on the Ravens. It tells you how much total you would win. So basically the minus 122, you would basically end up making 82 profit. You put your bet in, and this is how it works. So it tells you your total profit, what you won, what you lost. And again, I already noticed a bug on here. If the college football game has bugs, then, we just put this out. I'm sure if there's something crazy you notice, feel free to point it out. We'll get it fixed. But everything seems to be working on here normally. Again, that's what the process of making a bet would look like. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. It's fantasy, it's gambling, it's mixed into two. So that's basically how it works. And again, if it's a public contest, you can join. If it's a private contest, it's just with your friends. And again, I want to make something very, very clear. Some of this stuff is just going to be out of my jurisdiction. Like if, let's say there's a league of 10 people and they want to bet on the NFL regular season, if they want to each bet a case of beer on top of the entry, so be it, right? Like that's out of my jurisdiction. You people can do what you want in terms of gambling on the side. All that we are charging for, and again, once you people see the value in the product that we have created in terms of I'm giving you a free ROI without having any risk attached to it. You saw the profit margin of which you would have made if you actually placed those bets. Again, I'm giving you this platform for basically nothing. All that it costs you is $5 anytime you want to enter a contest. So let's say you want to do the NFL regular season, $5. Let's say you want to do the college football regular season, $5. You get that entire season. So week 1, 2, 3, all the way down to week 18, $5. And again, we're going to be putting out promo codes, so it's not even going to cost you $5. Some of these contests might cost you literally $1, $2, $3. So we have marked this price down as best as I possibly can. And the reason why we're doing this again, I just think it's so important that it's time for somebody to start educating these people on how gambling actually works. Again, all the paperwork in terms of legality has already been filed on this, but It's time for people to actually start being educated on how gambling works. I just think there's going to be so much value in this platform that we have created. And again, we are not done building on top of this. You're going to get your player props in there eventually. So yeah, if that's not worth, if $5 is not acceptable, you let me know. But again, that will give you the entire season. So let me go back to sharing my screen here just in case I missed anything. That's basically it, man. Like, you start your contest, you join your contest, you view what's going on once you're in the contest. And if you want to join more public contests that are already created, you can go ahead and do so. And again, right now, you have a lot of different sports at your disposal. You have your head, spread, and over under picks available. Again, that's pretty much the long and short of it. If you have any questions, you can always fill in the contact stuff. This gives you basically a guide on how everything works. Pause the screen if you need to, or just go to the website here, right here, and click on the guide, all the privacy stuff if you want to know. And this will be attached to the main website, so you won't have any trouble finding it. Vendetta Fantasy Contests.com if you want to type in the URL. And again, it's right here as well. But this will be attached to the main website, so you won't have any problems finding it. Scarlett's working on that as we speak. But yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. Again, just to show you the process one more time, you start a contest. All of your options are right here. And then once you have created the contest, again, we're going to be putting out different promo codes as well. So if you like, hey, I want to do the NFL contest, like, we're going to be putting out promos. Just pay attention. So you might end up getting your NFL contest for $1 if you see the promo code correctly. So that's basically how it works. I am open to feedback. You let me know. That's all for now. Again, we're going to do a Q&A episode with Jerry Walker right after this drops. So Sophie will also be creating some trailers. So look forward to that. And yeah, football season's coming up. Get your contests in. We will, I don't know, maybe we'll create a promo just for the cheese listeners out there. So that does it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, my line's open. You know where to find me. Peace out, Girl Scout.